This is the Let's Go Blues Minute brought to you by Puckdoku, the original hockey doku. Now here's your host, Jeff Ponder.
Over the weekend, the Blues extended their win streak to 4 games with a big 4-1 win over the LA Kings on Saturday. Dylan Holloway had a goal and an assist, while Colton Parayko, Pavel Buchnevich, and Zach Bolduc each scored for the Blues, who were 5-0-1 in their past 6 games at the time. Jordan Binnington made 25 saves to improve to 5-0-1 in his past 6 starts. Robert Thomas had an assist to extend his point and assist streak to 9 games for 4 goals and 9 assists and 13 points in that span. Pavel Buchnevich's goal extended his point streak to 6 games, accumulating 2 goals and 7 assists in that time. However, the Blues' 4-game win streak was snapped Sunday in Dallas as the Stars took down the Blues 6-3. Wyatt Johnston scored 3 power play goals for the Stars, including the death nail for Joel Hofer with 2 ticks left on the clock in the first period to put the Stars up 3-1. Hofer got the yank after allowing 3 goals on 9 shots. Binnington came in relief to open the second period and allowed 3 more goals on 12 shots. Zach Bolduc, Dylan Holloway, and Nathan Walker scored for the Blues in this game. The Blues were 1 for 3 on the power play, while the Stars were a perfect 4 for 4 on their power play opportunities. Blues head coach Jim Montgomery was obviously not happy with this statistic. He said after the game, quote, "We didn't execute. We weren't as aggressive as we have been, and you give a good power play like that time and space, they're going to make tic-tac-toe plays, and they did that to us. Our 5-on-5 game was pretty good. Our special teams game, we didn't match." However, despite the loss, Robert Thomas extended his point streak to 10 games with an assist on Walker's goal. He has 4 goals and 10 assists in that stretch. Well, let's look at the standings brought to you by Puckpedia.com. There were plenty of good games this weekend that contributed to where the Blues are in the standings, including 2 consecutive losses by the Flames and the Kraken defeating the Vancouver Canucks on Saturday. Had the Blues scrapped together a win against the Stars, they would have found themselves in the second wildcard spot in the Western Conference, as they would have leapfrogged the Flames and Canucks. However, the loss kept the Blues at 64 points, while their Canadian counterparts currently have 65 points. The Blues have 2 more games played than both those teams, but it goes to show what a winning streak could do for this team. It's likely that the last wildcard spot will play the Winnipeg Jets in the first round, which would be a tough but interesting matchup for the Blues. If you want to hear my take on the league as a whole, I guest hosted the Puck Podcast this week with Eddie Garcia. Find those shows wherever you get podcasts. Next up for the Blues, and be prepared for me to say this a few times this week, the Blues will be facing off against the LA Kings. After defeating them 4-1 on Saturday, they will have a rematch in LA at 9:30 p.m. Wednesday night. They then play the Ducks at 9 o'clock on Friday, and the Kings again for the final time this season, Saturday at 7 o'clock.
Wait, Jeff, one more thing.
Well, let's get into some Puckdoku, which you can play over at Puckdoku.com. Before we get into yesterday's score, I want to congratulate Bill. Over the weekend, he did get a 0 score. So one more uniqueness of 0 for Bill, which is really hard to do. So just want to throw out a congrats to him. But as far as yesterday goes, it was a tie between us. My uniqueness score and Bill's was at 5. The best play, though, came from me. I played in the Florida Panthers and Tampa Bay Lightning square. Jody Hull, former Blue, 0.5% is what he came in at. A fun fact about Jody Hull, he actually holds a Philadelphia Flyers record. He has the lowest penalty minutes per game all time of skaters who have played in 200 games or more in the orange and black. He accumulated 26 penalty minutes in 210 games played. Hull's second season with the Flyers, he had just 4 penalty minutes in 67 games played. This was a team that employed the likes of Craig Berube, Sandy McCarthy, Eric Lindros, and Ulf Samuelsson. So Hull was able to provide some much-needed Lady Bing status to that rough-and-tumble Flyers lineup.
This was the Let's Go Blues Minute powered by Puckdoku. Remember to tune into Let's Go Blues Radio, the original St. Louis Blues hockey podcast and webcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, hosers.